Well, at the time of recording this video, once again, it is Thursday. Unfortunately, we were a little late to getting this prediction out. Um, Unfortunately, it also did come at a bit of a bad time. Nikki unfortunately is not here today because he is working on his classes for casinos. But the other is just announced about an hour before recording this the passing of Bears legend Dick Butkus at the age of 80. So unfortunately, this is starting off on a bit of a down note. But hopefully, this prediction cast can lift some spirits. Hopefully, and hopefully we can give some levity in these trying times. Greetings, everybody, on the Voice of Reason. Join me, as always, is Leah.
Hey.
Yep, so once again, we are back to recording things on Thursday and unfortunately missing the Thursday night game. But before we do, we'll show you how we did in the last week, and I've officially caught up with Nikki.
I'm only 6 behind. I'm ahead of the coin.
Yes, by 2. It's
Shush.
close. But yeah, I went on a streak after the Broncos game. Broncos, Eagles, Texans, Chargers, 49ers, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Seahawks nailed every single one. I was so happy we got that. And I believe you were. I'm just trying to remember which one you had. Oh yeah, you were the only one to pick the Giants, unfortunately.
Yeah, I basically I just had this. Things would be a lot different if the Bears weren't terrible and the Steelers didn't decide to just implode on the field.
That is, yeah, of course, that is fair. Okay, let's move on to. I guess we could do a quick little winners and losers. I'll start off with my winner for the week. It's a little more on the wholesome side of the football on the football spectrum, and that goes to Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb. If you saw the Jets Chiefs game, great fucking game, by the way. The Jets made it competitive with the Chiefs. The Jets defense made Mahomes look like he was struggling even before when he was under Alex Smith with the Chiefs, and then and of course it was just a great game until ref ball happened and Zach Wilson fumbled. But going back to that fumble, one of the things that happened afterwards was Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb coming right to Zach Wilson right after the game and during the game after the fumble and assuring that, hey, things happen, we got your back after, and it's time that the Jets are 100% behind Zach Wilson. In fact, he actually outperformed Patrick Mahomes, which is insane, which is, I believe, the first time anyone has done better than Patrick Mahomes since college. And also a quick little shout out as well to Chris Jones of the Chiefs, who absolutely laid into Rodney Harrison, because fuck you, dude. Fuck you for calling you are an ESPN analyst, and you had the wherewithal to not be neutral in this point, and just you were trying to egg on Jones to say that Zach Wilson was a bad quarterback. You know what? Props to you, and props to everyone else who came out and told off the former Patriot, because fuck him. Loser for the week. That goes to the Steelers. Yeah, they lost to the Texans. That's one thing, but what exactly is going on with their charter planes? Because this is 2 weeks in a row that something happened while they were on the road. So, for those who don't know, after the game against Vegas 2 weeks ago, there was a there was a malfunction with their charter plane, and they had to make an emergency landing in Kansas City until they had to get another plane out. And then when they were in Houston, similar thing happened where they had to wait for their plane to take off because of another mechanical issue. So something's going screwy with the charter plane, and it's more than just it's more than just like Matt Canada that's the problem. So yeah, so Steelers hope like maybe that's an omen you should send your offensive coordinator to Canada. But yeah, that's my winners and losers for that week.
Now my winners and losers are the same team. It's the same team. Same team.
Okay.
So my losers are the Chicago Bears because god damn it,
So close.
we were winning for so long, and then we just decided not to play.
I'm sorry.
But my winners are also the Chicago Bears because we have not only our pick, but I believe we also have the Panthers' first round pick at the next draft.
Right. Yeah.
Both teams are 0-4.
So yep. So best hope that both teams stay towards the bottom.
I would love it if like one team is like doesn't win at all, and then the other team has one win against that team. Like either the Bears beat the Panthers or the Panthers beat the Bears, and the Bears end up with draft picks 1, 2, hell, even two in the first 5 picks is like incredibly good.
The sad part is the only thing is you have to worry about is the Giants because they're also on track to get the Caleb Williams sweepstakes.
True, but I believe the Giants are better than both the Panthers and the Bears.
Oh no, I honestly think they're worse.
Well, we'll talk about that soon.
Right. Anyway, before we get started, this is week 5, and we're starting bye weeks. It was actually a pretty early, considering I think was it last year the byes didn't start until I think week 6 or 7. Oh no, it was the following week 6. So on bye this week we have the Browns, the Chargers, the Buccaneers, and the Seahawks. 3 of those teams won, and the Browns, honestly, they need the rest. They need to get Deshaun Watson back, and that is disgusting for me to say that. But anyway, starting off, let's get right into the swing of things. Starting off on the Thursday night game, Bears taking on the Commanders. Now, of course, like we said, we are recording on Thursday. In fact, we are recording about 15 minutes before the game actually starts. So, in doing so, like we did last time, we are putting our picks as well as the coins here, and we will now either laugh at the coin for selecting the Bears, or we hang our heads in shame because, oh my gosh, the Bears actually won a game.
Yeah, we're all picking the Commanders if that isn't obvious. The Bears are terrible. The Commanders are decent to good.
They took the freaking Eagles into overtime.
I see that more as the Eagles making mistakes than the Commanders being successful.
Alrighty. All right.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. All right, next, let's move on to the Sunday London game. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville got the win in the Toy Story game. And the Bills, they made mincemeat out of the Dolphins. And it was amazing. Speaking of my sister and her fiance got me a birthday present. They got me a new Josh Allen jersey.
Cool.
Yeah.
What? Not an Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Oh no. They know I'm firmly in the Bills camp now.
You're finally unlike me and Nikki, you're making the choice to abandon your horrible team.
Because I saw the writing on the wall. At least
you saw it 2 minutes into that game,
yeah.
when Aaron Rodgers' knee decided to take a vacation.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Bills look amazing. They're back in form. Jags got a little better, but not by much. Honestly, I think the Bills are gonna destroy the Jaguars in London.
I think the Jags, because they're doing back-to-back London games, are going to do fine, and the Bills are going to struggle. Not based upon their skill, but just based upon being incredibly tired.
That is fair.
If this was happening either at the Jags' proper home or at the Bills' home, Bills 100%.
Okay.
The London factor is what's giving me like the reason to pick the Jags over anything else.
Okay. I 100% get you. And Nicky has also selected the Jags. He put in his selections beforehand we started this. All right.
Yes.
Next, moving back over to the States. Next game on the docket, Saints taking on the Patriots.
The hoodie is dead. Long live the, I don't know, new hoodie.
Oh, geez. So the Saints, they struggled. They struggled mightily against the Buccaneers, and I think they were home that week, right? Yeah, they struggled at home. They couldn't get anything working on offense. Patriots. It was so beautiful.
I'm so happy.
They were down 28-3, and the Dallas Cowboys said, "Fuck that! We're scoring more points."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved every single second of it. Mac Jones played horrible. He got taken out for Bailey Zappi. This is gonna be a terrible game.
Yes.
It's a matter of whose offense is actually gonna show up. Because honestly, both defenses are pretty good. Last two games notwithstanding. So it really comes down to a coin toss. The betting odds for this game, I believe. Let's see if it's on here. It literally is a toss up. Saints -1. So
yep.
I'm taking the Saints in this one. I think they have the better offense. Plus, Derek Carr should be healthier than he was during the last game.
Similar opinions, but I think both the main quarterbacks for the Patriots are not good.
Mm-mm. Yeah, not even bringing Bill O'Brien could help in this, and. Yeah, it looks like all of us are in on the Saints for this one.
Even the coin.
Yep. All right, moving on. AFC South matchup. Titans taking on the Colts. The Titans, are they good?
Maybe.
It depends on it honestly depends on what they're playing. Colts, on the other hand, they good.
They very good.
They're very good. Hell, they overcame a 20-something point. Yeah, they came a 23-point deficit against the Rams and brought them into overtime. So they are good. It's just bad luck. It's just a matter of it's just a matter of luck with these guys.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah, but in this game. Yeah, I honestly think the Colts are the better team. Even though the Titans they might start getting in rhythm. I know Derrick Henry actually had a pretty good game against the Browns. They played the Browns, right? Bengals, other Ohio team.
The best way I've been able to think about this game is Titans have the highest ceiling, but the Colts are more consistent.
Right. And let's see, the Titans are actually the favorite in this one, 2.5-point favorites. But I think looks like three of us are actually going to pick the underdog in this one, unless the coin says otherwise. Yeah, no, they're taking the coin's taking the favorites though. They are taking the Titans. So yeah, all three Haymakers are going underdogs. They're taking the Colts over the Titans.
We have all picked the same team so far.
Don't worry. We'll get to the stranger games later on. All right.
Yeah.
Next on the docket, AFC North matchup: Ravens taking on the Steelers. Ravens
Steelers not going to Super Bowl.
No, Steelers not going to Super Bowl this year. Ravens looking
back.
Well,
they can. They got to buy tickets though.
Yeah, right. Nosebleeds. But meanwhile, Ravens, despite having a Pro Bowl injury list, they are looking really darn good, and they might take the division this year. Steelers, exact opposite. It's the golden rule that we still don't abide by. Do not trust the preseason.
Yep.
Despite and I think Pickett's and plus Kenny Pickett's going to be out with was it a bone bruise? I believe that was on his knee, so he's going to be week to week. So
I've had a bone bruise on my shin. That's on both shins. That stopped me from walking for a couple of days.
Yeah. It actually does say he looks like. Oh, actually, he does say he's ready to go this week. So it's possible. Otherwise, they're gonna have to put in. Otherwise, Mitch Trubisky's gonna be in as backup. So have fun with that. But in any case, I think the Ravens are clearly the better team in this one. And and looks like everybody's in on the Ravens.
It's less that the Ravens are an amazing team. It's more that the Steelers are just terrible at the moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrible teams,
Panthers taking on the Lions.
Yes, terrible team.
Blue Kitty versus Black Kitty. Black Kitty does not. Black Kitty looking a little bit more black and blue as of late.
I mean, their logo is black and blue.
Yeah, but I meant as far as bruising. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. I was making an.
I know.
Anyway, the Lions are gonna win.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is this might actually be a slaughter. That this might be close to the 70-20 game.
Fair.
But I think the Lions at some point say, you know what, let's actually put in our backups and not score. Let's give the Panthers at least a little bit of a heads up. All right. And Coin agrees. They're taking the Lions. Oh man, wow, we are all on board with this one. I think we're for 2 picks. Now it's time for the Division 1. Texans taking on the Falcons. Texans looking like they have a shot at the division, and that's weird saying that because it is the Texans and they're running with a rookie QB. Falcons, not so much.
I have to disagree. I still don't trust the Texans. I think part of it, was like a fluke win.
Really? Because they demolished the Steelers and the Jaguars.
The reason I think the Steelers game wasn't really them winning, it was the Steelers imploding in on themselves.
Okay, that is fair.
That was less of them being amazing and more Steelers not being the best. And I can't really explain the Jags game, but I also feel that the Falcons are better than they're letting on for some reason. I don't know why, but
it is an interesting situation. I mean, they have the Falcons do have the weapons. It's just the person behind it it's just the person behind center is not really is questionable. And that's putting that lightly.
If we look at the Falcons games, they beat the Panthers, big whoop. Who cares about that?
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Packers, and then they lost to the Jags after the Jags lost to
after the Texans, yeah.
Yeah, that for me is the Jags more. That's more the Jags win because they're coming off they're coming off a big loss and they're wanting to make a statement win.
Mm-hmm. But they also lost to the Lions, so. But I guess you could just say that the Lions are just that good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Because the Lions are that team.
All right. Well, I think you're alone on this one, because me, Nikki, and the coin have selected the Texans to win this one.
I will be correct then.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Back to everyone agreeing.
Yeah, oh my god, this is the largest spread of the week at -12 and a half. Ugh, god damn, Giants, Dolphins.
The New Jersey teams are not doing well.
This is kind of a thing. 11 times. Daniel Jones was sacked. Sorry, no. The Giants offense was sacked 11 times. Daniel Jones 10. One was, I think, Wan'Dale Robinson. That is how awful the offensive line is for the Giants.
Mm-hmm. Giants terrible. They're almost as bad as the Bears.
I would honestly say they're worse. Because at least the Bears are putting up a fight in some of those instances. The Giants have been. I'm just double checking what their offenses have been outside of the Cardinals game. Let's see. Because they got shut out against the Cowboys. 12 against the 49ers, and 3 against the Seahawks. They have scored a total outside of their win against the Cardinals. They've scored 15 points offensively.
Yeah, but two of those teams are very likely winning their division.
I mean, fair, but what do you say about the Jets? I mean, give the Jets some credit. At least they scored points against the Cowboys and held them to something. I more trust that hey, the Jets might actually get more wins this year than the Giants.
I think the Giants have faced better teams than the Bears have.
Okay.
Because the Bears have faced the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best team, but an okay team.
Yeah.
Bucks, once again, a good to okay team.
Mm-hmm. Broncos.
Then the Chiefs.
Right. A good team.
The one very good team we faced, and then we lost to the Broncos.
Right.
I honestly think that's a easier lineup compared to what the Giants have had to face.
I guess, but even so, they're still like the Giants' schedule has not been good. I mean, again, like Cowboys, 49ers, Seahawks. They're going up against the Dolphins this week. Next week they're going against the Bills. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm talking up to now though.
okay. That's true, but yeah. So I think we're pretty much in on the Dolphins to win because
Yeah.
or the coin could be drunk and think the Giants could actually pull something off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. Next, this could be an interesting game. First 4:00 game. Bengals taking on the Cardinals. Bengals are in panic mode. Cardinals are pretty chippy.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they got to win against the Cowboys. They fought to the end against the Giants, so that's not saying much. And I think, and what was their first week game? They fought a good one against the Commanders. So yeah, you know what, they got fight in them.
Yeah.
Like it's a point where it's if they keep playing like this, they have a chance. They're probably not going to get the first round pick, but they'll get a couple of moral victories out of this, and especially when Kyler Murray does come back from his ACL tear, from his ACL injury, excuse me. Meanwhile, on the Bengals side, I have no idea what's going on because their offense is just shit.
Kitty goes meow.
Kitty go not meow. Kitty go ow.
Kitty go meow.
Aww.
Kitty go meow.
Like we try to go with the Kitty goes meow moniker, but no, not this year. Kitty going ow.
But Cardinals are still worse.
Yeah, technically speaking, yes, but this is a tough one because I am picking the Bengals along with you.
If this was next season, different question.
Mm-hmm.
This season, Cardinals are in the we've got the pieces. They just need a bit more training.
Right.
We just need one. They just need a handful of pieces, and to get better trained together. Because, I think they're one of the younger teams in the league, if I remember correctly now.
Along with I believe the Packers and one other team, they're the youngest. But yeah, this is an interesting one because the Bengals are 3-point favorites over the Cardinals, and Nikki and the Coin have selected the Cardinals to win this one. I'm picking the Bengals to win, but yeah, if they lose to the Cardinals, I might not pick I'm very hesitant to pick them to win for the rest of the year, unless it's a very easy opponent. That's the situation that's going on in my head regarding the status of the Bengals.
Kitty goes ow.
Anyway, next matchup is Eagles-Rams. Both these teams kind of almost squandered away a massive lead, but squeaked out a win going into overtime. Eagles, I feel like the Rams are playing up to their opponents. The Eagles are playing down to their opponents. The Eagles, I feel should be better than what their record is saying.
I think both teams are a bit like that.
Yeah, because because we all thought like that win against the Seahawks in Week 1, that looked kind of fluky but then they went toe to toe against the 49ers. Like, oh no, the Rams are actually kind of good. It's just the 49ers just a little bit better.
And if we're honest about the Eagles, they nearly lost to the Commanders.
Right.
They beat the Buccaneers, who aren't like that. They're a team in that like middle possible wild card, but they're not like on that same level. They beat the Vikings, which are like once again fighting, and most likely fighting for a wild card spot.
Right.
And they beat the Patriots, a team that we all know now is not scary and like is easily beatable.
Right. But even then, it felt like for one half they were absolutely destroying the Patriots, but then it felt like they were playing down to them at one point. So, I'm just saying the betting odds for this one. Eagles are favorites by 4, and I agree. I think I'm the only one that's in agreement with us with that on our side. I'm gonna just flip to see what the coin says, and I'm alone. I'm actually alone on this one.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes. So you, Nikki, and the coin have selected the Rams to beat the Eagles and give them their first loss of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly would not be surprised, but it's good. It's a matter of it's got to be a matter of like who's going to come out on top here.
Yep.
All right. Next
Broncos,
match.
Jets.
Next matchup: Jets taking on the Broncos. Broncos finally got a win. Granted, it was against the Bears, but it was a win.
And straight back to losing.
Yep. The Jets, meanwhile, they made the Chiefs nervous.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
Sure, they lost, but
yeah, I honestly think that the Jets should always play in their primetime uniforms because they do actually pretty good. They do pretty good despite the odds against them.
True.
Yeah. So Jets are going to be playing angry this week.
I think they're going to. I think this is going to be a statement win for them, where they do very well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be another one of those Broncos make quarterbacks look like legends of the past.
Yeah, they're going to make the Broncos going to make the Jets QB look really good, just long enough so the Jets can trade him.
Yeah. Now the odds for this game are actually 2.5 point favorites for the Broncos, which the coin is actually taking. So this could be a low. So honestly, this could be a low scoring game if the Broncos defense decides to wake up.
It won't.
Yes, yeah. I'm in agreement with you and Nikki. Jets are going to win this one. They're going to go 2-3, and honestly, they just looking ahead of their schedule, it's not all that bad. I mean, they're only outside of their division. Outside of their division, there's only like a couple games that's kind of raise a question mark.
Yep.
All right. And finally, final 4:00 game. This is gonna be fun. Chiefs taking on the Vikings.
Chiefs are gonna win. Vikings are a good team, but they're not that good.
It's the opposite of last year, where they lose by 1-score games.
I also think the Chiefs are going to be ever so slightly mad from last week.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good. It's the same thing. Same thing with the Jets. Like, I think Mahomes is gonna like grip the ball a little tighter. He's not gonna attempt for the longer throws because honestly, the Vikings defense is not the Jets defense, and that is saying a lot since the Jets defense is actually really fucking good. So this could be an offensive shootout given whatchamacallit, outside of last week against the Panthers, Kirk Cousins has been pretty darn good in terms of pass yards. So yeah, so this is definitely going to be a Chiefs win for all three of us. And nope, they're taking the Vikings.
Poor coin.
They just keep losing. Oh. But Sunday night, this is gonna be a good, this is going to be a really fucking good one. Cowboys, 49ers.
And I believe we're all going 49ers because we don't trust the Cowboys?
It's not even that, it's just the both defenses are fucking amazing. It's gonna be a battle of Micah Parsons versus Joey Bosa, or sorry, not Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, the other guy. And it's a matter of getting to the quarterback and just locking down defense. It's gonna be a matter of Tony Pollard versus CMC. Dak versus BCB. I'm excited for this game, not just for the historical significance for this rivalry, but it's the first Sunday night game in a while that a lot of people are really looking forward to after the fact. So the 49ers, 3.5-point underdogs. 3.5-point favorites, excuse me. And it looks like the 49ers are the home favorites for everybody.
Yep.
Everyone's picking the 49ers. I'm very excited for this game. It's going to I want to watch this all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
But now, finally, Monday night game, Packers taking on the Raiders. Packers, last week, they got their shit stomped in by the Lions. The Raiders, are imploding. Slowly, but they are imploding.
This game is similar to it's similar to why I don't pick the Broncos, why I don't pick the Bears, why I don't pick the Panthers. The team is actively imploding and either tanking or whether that tank be intentional or inadvertent at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, so granted, Packers are a pretty young team. A lot of upstarts. Hopefully, Aaron, they're on a longer rest, so we'll see how Jordan Love plays off of that. Hopefully, Aaron Jones gets healthy along with Christian Watson. I know they lost Bakhtiari for the season, but Chandler Jones on the Raiders has been released. Please get well, Chandler Jones. You are loved. You need help. Please get it. But it's a matter of two. It's going to be a battle between two question marks. Can the Packers overcome this? Can the overcome certain setbacks? Can the Raiders overcome their setbacks? Which granted their handicap is Josh McDaniels, but can they pull something off? But unfortunately, every one of us is selecting the Packers to win this game, which now concludes, of course, our Week 5 predictions. Yeah, so there are a couple of deviations. I know I'm the lone one on the Bills, and I believe the lone one on the Eagles. Let's see. I'm trying to think where else. You were the lone one on the Falcons.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, and it's Nikki. Did he ever pick? No, I don't think he ever deviated from either of us.
Yeah, Cardinals.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, he was with the coin, to be fair. But yeah, that concludes our.
If we're just talking about us,
right.
Cardinals.
Yes, that is correct. That of course concludes our week 5 predictions. Tune in next week where we take a look at our week 6 predictions, and more people will be on the bye, and more chaos happens in the month of October.